Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the London Library with your host, me, Joe Anthony. This time, we go back to summer 2007 and LDN's debut in Malden with a sellout show. It also featured the last UK appearance of current WWE Champion Sheamus before he headed to America. He had one last mission to accomplish before going to the States, and that was to win the British Heavyweight Championship. This match was broadcast on episode 54 on Capital TV. So let's hand things over to Mr. TV, Jon Atkins.
Well, he's not going to get a better chance than this. His last match here at LDN against the British champion, the notorious Jon Ritchie. And as you might be able to see, just in the right-hand side of your screen, Jon Ritchie is not so keen. He is not keen at all to get to grips with the Irish giant. And as I've said, the big man with the Celtic, or Celtic I should say, roots, has been a very dominant force for the last year here on Capital TV. But the one prize that has eluded him is, of course, the British Championship. And my goodness, O'Shaughnessy taking a page out of the playbook of the notorious Jon Ritchie with a nice cheap shot of his own. And Jon Ritchie may well have met his match here tonight. Ritchie goes behind, nice takedown. Good amateur skills there on display from the notorious Jon Ritchie. And he has just locked that right shoulder of O'Shaughnessy, but I'm not sure that he's got the strength to hold on to it. And indeed, O'Shaughnessy flips through, nearly a cover. And O'Shaughnessy barely tested by that move from Jon Ritchie. And as we enter round two, the score is, of course, 0-0. Oh, a kick to the inside leg there from Ritchie. He's come out fighting, and that might just be the best tactic to take.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Ritchie receives his first public warning.
But Ritchie used that middle rope illegally. He was choking out SOS in the middle rope, and he has received a public warning. And Ritchie might just want to rethink his strategy there. He would hate to get a disqualification against his name and lose the title that way. On the other hand, the damage caused by that move, by the choke out on the middle rope, that might have been a sacrifice worth making. Ritchie not in any rush to get into a test of strength with SOS. And Jon Ritchie appears to be shaken now. Oh, another kick to the inside leg. And a European uppercut. And that was a stretch for Jon Ritchie because SOS is a good half a foot taller. Fights him in the corner. We get a clean break. And indeed, Ritchie is not looking for another public warning anytime soon. Ritchie just forcing the big man back into those ropes. And as the referee was forcing the break, a punch to the gut with what I am sure was a closed fist. But Chris Roberts did not see that one. SOS goes technical. And Ritchie goes flying. Snaps that arm, goes for the cover. Just a 2 count. And now we may see a submission from SOS. But Ritchie rolls out of it. SOS looking to hold on to the wrist lock. Ritchie rolls it through into a cover. And O'Shaughnessy back to his feet before Jon Ritchie. stands solidly behind SOS. And look at the confidence there of the Celtic Warrior. He has got Jon Ritchie's number, no doubt about it. And that's the end of round 2. The fans acting as the voice of Jon Ritchie's conscience here. And he is raking the eyes of SOS against the top rope. And again, using his own body to shield his action from the referee, who saw none of it. If he had, I've no doubt he would have had no hesitation in issuing a second public warning. As it is, SOS now fighting his way out of the corner. Big European uppercut of his own. And Ritchie sent flying head first into that turnbuckle. And now the big man gets him up, hoists him, and a beautiful inverted atomic drop, hooks the leg. There's a cover, that could be all. And SOS scores the first fall in round 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner.
1 fall to nothing in favour of the challenger. Because he knows that SOS, having just scored a pinfall, his adrenaline level will be high, and he'll want to come out fighting, and it is up to Ritchie to slow the match up down, which he had been doing quite successfully until then. Oh, that'll slow the match down. A big uppercut there from SOS, and a low blow from Jon Ritchie, plain as the nose on my face. But Chris Roberts, the referee, did not see it. I think he's got a good idea what happened, but if he doesn't see it, he can't call it. And again,
Jon Ritchie receives his second public warning.
Well, my goodness, he obviously did see it. He gives a second public warning to Jon Ritchie, but while he was conversing with the ring announcer, Ritchie with another blatant kick to the, well, just below the belt, for want of a better word. Ritchie tossed across the ring, gets caught by the powerhouse SOS. Tries to scramble down the back. Nice roll up right into the ropes. There's the cover. And he got the 3. SOS's feet were definitely in the ropes. Peace. And we're going now into round 5. And the fans looking pretty excited.
Seconds away.
1 fall apiece. The next fall will win. Champion versus challenger. And SOS comes out fighting. To be frank, he should have come out like that in round 1, but he can sense the championship in his grasp, and the fans here in Malden can sense exactly the same thing. They would love to see a new LDN champion. And indeed, what a great way to end tonight's edition of Capital TV. Ritchie now has held the belt for over 9 months. A big back body drop there from SOS, and a cover could be all. And Ritchie barely kicks out, and I think that may have been another very subtle low blow. And say what you like about Jon Ritchie, but he knows every trick in the book. But SOS isn't going to let him get away that easily. SOS following him to the outside, and they are fighting amongst the fans. And Jon Ritchie's head meets the ring apron. And again he rolls outside. But I don't think he knows that SOS is staying on him. Oh! Just a second, what has he got there? It's the axe of SOS.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has informed me that Jon Ritchie has been disqualified in the 5th round.
It's a disqualification. It's a disqualification.
Therefore,
SOS 2 decisions to 1.
Of the match, Sheamus O'Shaughnessy.
Sheamus O'Shaughnessy has won the match. 2 decisions to 1.
However, as the championship cannot change hands via disqualification, still the LDN champion, the notorious Jon Ritchie.
It's a travesty. Unbelievable. O'Shaughnessy had the match up 1. By rights, the championship should be his. But the belt cannot change hands on a disqualification. And if I didn't know better, I would say that just maybe Jon Ritchie got himself intentionally disqualified.